You're gonna go ninja?
Yeah.
That's pretty boring. Okay, who do I got? Fighter is boring. Mage or priest?
Then you gotta go mage.
Really?
Yeah, you like the complicated stuff.
Being old's complicated?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And I'm old.
I'm Bob.
And I'm senior.
Bob Senior.
Okay, you gotta get through this. You're player one. Running through time. The longer we're here, the more
killing our time.
closer we're to death. Yeah. Whoa! I can do that?
That seems cool.
How'd I do that?
What are you doing?
You guys
This is
lost.
some really just.
It's a weird castle. It's a weird kingdom.
Yeah. It's just the bones.
How are you so much faster than me?
Because you're like 1,000 years old. It's a very bare bones RPG is what this is. Oh, hello.
These guys are right next to the village?
Yeah, they live right underneath the village.
I only have 27 shots left.
I get that.
So you dodge that? That was pretty impressive. Nice.
That was weird. When wizards use their staff to fight, it's like when Gandalf would fight people. It's like surely people would beat him up.
Yeah, why not have a dagger or anything else more convenient? That doesn't make any sense.
Here they come. Oh, they get the pig guys too. Pig guys and skeleton guys live together in harmony.
Everyone else is getting along fine. It's just the humans that don't get
Yeah,
along
really,
with
it's
these
just
guys.
the humans that are from. Oh shit! Don't come down here. Oh fuck!
What the hell? I just got eviscerated.
Your weapon is not functioning. Up.
Ow.
Sorry, Aldi.
Where'd you go? Get instant coins, man. Get back in the game.
Use a medical herb. Up, out.
You're dead, man.
I'm back.
Where are you?
I'm right behind you.
You're not in my game.
You don't see me?
No.
There you go. You're moving.
I started my own game back. You're not in my game anywhere, man.
You're in my game.
Oh, there you are. You just came out of thin air. Man, this is a great system. This works out really well.
You're a ninja apprentice.
You're in my shadow the entire time.
It's like a young adult novel. Ninja apprentice.
So what's the deal? This game, they only made one of these games?
I think one was a lot. Nice.
I memorized a new spell. I throw a bunch of daggers everywhere. That's my spell. Alright, level 3.
How well you came.
This is the guys who watched it from the shadows.
Yeah, this is not someone you want to talk to.
Oh, good gosh. Can we not get through here?
Oh, okay.
Alright. He's gonna watch us walk away.
But you came very well.
We did come very well. I've been known for that. This little boy knows way too much.
Yeah, this is a lot of exposition, little guy. It's time to marinade.
This did not translate very well.
That is not a good name for a town.
For the octopus, really?
The octopus gave him that name, I guess.
Those clouds are cool. I like the graphics in the clouds. That's cool. Alright. Time to buy some stuff? No.
No pleasure. No problem.
Fantastic.
I
This guy again.
think we're in an insane asylum. Wait, where are those clouds at? Yeah, wow, that's pretty intense weather.
Right? Totally unnecessary.
Yeah. There we go, sword shop.
Fantastic. Alright, let's get some good stuff. Yes. What do you have? Are you buying? What's going on?
I didn't have a chance to buy anything. Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry. That
what?
Rurson.
Rurson?
No, I guess it.
Sweet. Having new clothes. Look at me.
Oh, look at you. Like a UT. Good, you're orange. You're so old, though. I'm running past you. Even though I got you a better stick and everything, you're still walking really slow.
Oh, I'm still gonna complain about it too. My feet hurt, man. I need to go home. I missed my shows tonight.
Wait, is this a room? Oh no, it's your wife.
Just get out of here. Which gets weird.
Alright, do that.
Why do we want that?
Okay, you're right. Oh, no.
No. What?
Oh.
It's okay. We can get around this. Right again? Okay, what do you see now?
I'm standing behind the king.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
'Cause we're like in a different world in my game.
You sure you're walking right in my game?
You're in my game too, but like we're in different worlds. Like we're in like a jungle world in my game. Well, I slowly like lurch over to your side there.
Yeah, I'll be shit.
Let's talk about news this week. Anything happened this week?
Well, I think the big news was the brief announcement about Indiana Jones, which kind of started and went away real quick.
Yeah, so they already denied it, right?
Yeah, it seemed like it was just if there's anything, it was a trial balloon kind of thing. But I got people thinking about Indiana Jones again. I like that.
So what? I mean, what all is just like a rumor that was posted on Ain't It Cool and.
Well, I guess Latino Review. They got picked up everywhere else.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you jump on the vine here?
I'm not in the vine on my side, man.
You jump on the vine.
I'm not in the vine.
There, you're on the vine. You're on the vine. Go up.
Is that better?
Yes, it's better.
So, I'm not lying to you, man. I pushed up the control pad. I didn't actually get on the vine in my game.
Oh.
You're in the water right now on my side. Oh my gosh.
I'm fighting a skeleton on my side.
I'm with you now too, actually, because your character died. All of a sudden, I worked in with you here.
All right. Well,
this is gonna be a fun game. Maybe my guy is partly senile.
Who are you fighting?
I swear I see scorpions everywhere.
On my side, you're just punching nothing. Come on, what are you...
I threw some blades out. It's just me right now.
Yeah, I saw the blades. Yeah. I can see you attacking things. There's nothing there.
Okay.
It's a pretty exciting first level.
A lot happening. Yeah, volcanoes are exploding. There's spiders down here. There's pig dudes. Have like their own society down here. A lot of stuff going on right underneath this village.
This village is not an ideal location.
You get hit by every single bat in this stupid cave. I saw Facebook. Facebook bought Oculus Rift.
Yeah, I've been bought up by Facebook. That's something. That's interesting.
It's bizarre. Like I don't understand why it's a case. Like why on earth they'd want that? Are they trying to revolutionize social media that way? And I don't understand. Like, are they assuming this is going to be a virtual reality world people want to subscribe to and talk to each other that way? 'Cause I can't imagine that coming to pass.
Yeah, I until it becomes very, very portable, I'd be really surprised if it worked.
You stopping in the sword shop? No,
I'm fine going with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that one in the least bit, and it seems wildly overpriced too, overvalued.
Well, they paid $2 billion for it?
They did.
Yeah, that's a lot.
For technology, it's not here. I mean, it's just a POC that's in a lot of game developer labs right now. Ultimately.
Oh.
Hear the gnomes?
No. That's weird.
This is very strange.
Yeah, I had anticipated this.
What is that?
All right.
Do we eat that? What can you say about that? The boss fights. What do you have in mind?
Well, you're talking about the best and the worst, right?
Yeah, I wanted to just get your thoughts. Not like anything formal. Just want to high level. What do you think based on the games we played? What were the best fights? What were the worst fights? And why? And a couple of criteria. You can go with just one of the most memorable. But you can go with ones that are the one that really kind of make the most sense for the game, or just demonstrate kind of lessons learned from the game or whatever. But I kind of want to know high level what your thoughts were.
Yeah, well, I tried to spend some time with that today, and I was thinking about things that people would advocate for and whatnot. I feel like whenever I read about boss fights, everyone's always really happy with Legend of Zelda.
Anyway, so Legend of Zelda, people are very pleased with Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, in terms of last boss fight and stuff. I was trying to think of the ones that I've been the most pleased with. Again, one that comes to mind, like for me, is always Lost Vikings. Like at the end of the game, I like it because it makes you use everything you learn.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to incorporate all three Vikings together to make them in several different contexts to win that fight. And the fight is the whole level, so it's really, really complicated. But
remind me, what happens in the fight?
Well, you're fighting against a big green alien guy whose name I forget, and then you fight him several times, and sometimes he'll be in a location where he's guarded by force fields, and you have to use the shield guy to
that's right.
get over him and hit a switch. And other times, in the end, you got to just kind of defend yourself with the shield guy and run at him with the headbutt guy, and then and hit him with the sword guy, I think, the arrow guy, until you can knock him into the airlock.
Okay.
You remember that?
That was a good fight. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
It was a good fight because it made you use everybody. So, so I liked that one a lot. I was thinking way back to the Mega Sisters in Final Fantasy II.
Those weren't the final boss fights, though.
That was the only final boss fight?
No, I like that fight though.
Yeah, because it's like it's a level of fight where if you can win it, you know how to play the game. It's kind of a teaching fight. Like it's the first really hard fight you have where you can't just kind of just throw all the magic you got in the world at them. You got to think strategically.
So how do you fight those people?
You have to shield one of them that heals all the time, and then focus your attacks on one of them. I think that attacks all the time. It's like you have to figure out what their patterns are, and then they sort of yourself up particularly around those patterns. For last fights, one that I really like is the end of Half-Life 2, the orange box. Where you defend the base from the stalker guys.
No, episode 2.
Yeah,
that was a good fight. I think it was a little too challenging at first for me for a long time because it's very different than the previous rest of the game, the way you play it. Because it is a combination of driving, gravity gun, and shooting all at once to get in location, get the bombs out, and throw it at the people all at once. It's a little ridiculous at first. It's a little overwhelming at first, but when you start doing it well, it's amazing to do that.
Yeah, and once you get it down, you can do it, and you really feel like Han Solo, and then or something like that. You're driving around place to place. You're having to move very quickly, but you're using that driving mechanic the game's introduced you to.
Yeah,
and that's the epitome of a good boss fight. I think is teaching you a mechanic and having you use that effectively in the final boss fight.
Yeah. Well, it's a good segue there, because I thought Half-Life 1 was perhaps one of the most disappointing boss fights.
Yeah, I think Half-Life 1 is probably one of the worst ones ever, especially for the quality of the game.
It's staggeringly bad.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly bad boss fight. And we're not the only ones to think so. You look online at worst boss fights, that one comes up over and over again. What's his name, like the Nihilith? Or something like that?
That's right. A giant baby with you throw bombs in his head.
Yeah, there's no strategic way to fight him. There's nothing, unique or interesting or advanced about the fight. It's just, or anyone incorporating what you've learned in the game. You really just kind of cheat it until you win.
It says you're enjoying fellatio from the horse. Can you come back to the right and start jumping? What about disappointing boss fights? Besides Half-Life, what else did you have for disappointing? To the right.
Let's see. Half-Life was a good one. Disappointing boss fights. Well, I mean, the Judge Doom one is the one I always think of as the worst ever on the old NES.
Go to the right. All right.
But for just absolutely game-killing boss fights, I think of the Battletoads games. Because in the end of Battletoads Double Dragons, you go from fighting the entire time to flying around a spaceship, having to chase down the queen and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really messed up. It's really difficult, and if you die, you just die. So you lose all your progress and everything else. I hate games that do that. That make you play one way the entire game and throw another thing at you at the very end.
I don't know what to do. For best ones, one I wanted to mention, I want to mention they're kind of interesting. 3, actually. I thought one of the better ones that people don't talk about a whole lot anymore was Resident Evil 1. Because I thought,
that was a good one. You're right.
I think it's smart. It's very simple. It's like the biggest enemy you face, and it's when they introduced the rocket launcher. It's memorable. They try to recreate it in every single Resident Evil game after that. It kind of started that whole kind of concept, and it was done very well for the time.
Yeah, just survive. Stay out of the way until you get a chance to attack. Then attack. Yeah.
With the one gun you can kill them with. Yeah.
Yeah, this probably of all the Resident Evils, this is probably the best boss fight in all of those games. Mm-hmm. Oh, and speaking of worst boss fights, Resident Evil 5 then is probably one of the most miserable boss fight experiences I've ever had.
Fighting the guy in the volcano?
Yeah, fighting the guy in the volcano, where I have to just hang off a ledge until you can kill him, and then I can rejoin the battle for a second.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
It was terrible, yeah.
The other two I wanted to mention that were fun. Don't really capture the concept of the game, but one was Earthworm Jim. So
yeah.
Very clever for the rest of the game. Just the goldfish you just knock over at the end.
Yes, that was a good
And
one.
then MDK from the old school PC days. Because I thought the ending boss was sort of forgettable, but I thought the ending was worth it. The music video from France, it made no sense, but it just kind of, I don't know, it for me, it stuck with me as being great for the theme of the game, how weird it was from Shiny Entertainment at the time. But I mean, when I think back, like, Mirror's Edge, I think, had a great final level. I think a lot of games have great final levels a lot of times, but final bosses are really hard to do. And it's hard to find one that actually captures everything. Lost Vikings is probably one of the better ones I can think of, or Resident Evil, honestly.
Well, and you're making me think, what's the game where you explode? Explosion Man. That has really good boss fights, too. And Lost Boss Fight also is really good. It's difficult, but, if you win, you get that really cool ending. But those boss fights in that game, two of them at least, are really, really good. The first one and the last one you fight.
Okay, I need to check those games out sometime.
The first one you fight in Explosion Man is really good. Where he's just an enormous, monstrous thing. It's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise, I mean, a lot of the same things come over and over again. We read other people's websites and stuff. A lot of people like the Mother Brain, and I think Mother Brain on NES was really cool because it was so weird.
Yeah.
You get to the end, it's just a brain. You just have to blow it up while you're being attacked from all sides.
And one of the first games to have an escape sequence in the end, too.
It was, yeah. It was really good.
Yeah, for the time. It was early, like 89 or something. That's pretty early to have that.
Metal Gear Solid, the original, I think was really good, too, with having you fight Metal Gear, then you race out in the Jeep and everything. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, versus Metal Gear Solid Snake, where you shoot the guided missile to destroy the Metal Gear, which is very bizarre.
Oh my god, that was so horrible.
that was a bad boss fight. So
you better make sure you have all the missiles you need, because otherwise you're just going to stand there while the timer runs out. That's another example of a technology they really haven't taught you how to use, or familiarized yourself, and just kind of throw you in with the ending.
Yeah. Well, I think we're stuck here in this game, so we can't go much further. But this may be a game-breaking moment for us. Let's figure out how to get past this one. But anything else on bosses worth mentioning right now? We should do a whole special on boss fights soon. But the high level, I think that's kind of the highlights for me. I think those are good lists, and I want to think about this some more. But I like those ideas.